Well, buying or selling a house can be very confusing, especially right now with terms like foreclosure and short sale flying around, but it can be a whole lot easier if you have a professional realtor to help you. Monte Mohr from the Mohr Group is here to explain how all of this works. It does get a little confusing out there.
It really does, Jennifer, and it's great to be back. Short sale is when we convince the bank to take less for the house than what is actually owed on the home. A few weeks ago, I helped someone sell their home for $190,000, actually owed $220,000 on it. We get the bank to agree to that reduction. You know, I read yesterday where 3.5 million people are 90 days or longer behind on their mortgage payments. So it is an issue that is really prevalent out there, and people need to go ahead and face that reality if that's their situation.
Right, and someone like yourself can help people to deal with the bank and to kind of make these deals happen too.
Correct.
Let's talk about foreclosure. That's something we're hearing an awful lot of right now.
Well, foreclosure is not what you want to experience. So foreclosure is when the bank actually takes ownership of the property. There's a big difference in the ramifications of a short sale versus a foreclosure as far as your credit is concerned. A short sale will only affect your credit for about 18 months to 2 years. Where a foreclosure, we're looking at as much as 10 years that you can't buy another home, and your credit score is actually affected by 200 points.
And then, so if a homeowner is looking at, you know, this bleak financial situation and trying to make a decision about what's best for them, how do they know?
Well, anybody that can see themselves not being able to make their payments for the next, you know, in the short term will qualify for a short sale as far as most banks are concerned. What they absolutely do not want to do is just walk away from the home or ignore the situation and pretend like it doesn't exist, because eventually it takes about 6 months to a year, but eventually the bank will foreclose on the property.
I see. So if you are on the flip side of that and you're in the market to buy a house, is it a good time to be kind of looking out for those situations because you can get a good deal?
It really is. And unfortunately, on the other side, it's a great time to buy a home. It's a lousy time to sell, but it's a great time to buy a home. You know, everything's on sale out there right now. You know, I helped a gentleman last week buy a home that the former owner had paid $100,000 more for than what he got to purchase it for. So It's a wonderful, wonderful time to buy a home.
Wow. And probably not that much time had passed since he was able to get that big of a difference in the deal too, right?
No.
So your website is WeSellHomesForFree.com, and that might be a little confusing to people, and they want to know, well, what does that mean? How do you tell people about that?
Well, what we've recognized that homes are selling out there, but if they're priced correctly. And what we're trying to do is help people position their sales price so that it's more competitive with the banks and with the short sales and so forth going on there. So we're waiving our entire listing fee to help people position the price of their homes so they will sell. Again, homes are selling out there, but they have to be priced correctly. Price is the biggest issue that anybody can address out there, and by lowering their price that much, we're able to give people an advantage in the marketplace that others may not have.
And I know you've got a lot of happy customers out there, and we have a graphic to put up right now that actually has I guess that's showing a happy family there. What was their situation?
Well, we sold their home in less than 2 weeks.
Almost unheard of right now, isn't it?
It really is. But again, they were able to position their sales price lower than their competition because of our program, WeSellHomesForFree.com. And one thing I did want to mention, that for any of your viewers that have questions regarding real estate, feel free to go to my website, WeSellHomesForFree.com. And ask the question there. I'm glad to answer those questions on the air here for people.
Because people might think that sounds a little too good to be true, right?
Many do, and that's, I think, but it's absolutely true. It's a 100% full-service operation, and I waive the entire fees if they're going to buy something through me. So again, it's a lousy time to sell, but it's a wonderful time to buy.
A wonderful time to buy. And then you can help them navigate some of these terms, the short sale, the foreclosure,
Absolutely.
And what to be on the lookout for. If a home. I'm hearing an awful lot of people say we got a good deal because, you know, of taking advantage of some of those things that have happened. So, well, thank you so much, Monte. We appreciate you coming back here and just really helping to educate us on some of these things, as well as knowing you're available to help people out there. So we appreciate it.
My privilege.
Well, you can call the Mohr Group at 615-850-4330, or you can check them out on the web through the Mohr at Midday section of WSMV.com.